Jeb Bush's biggest problem is his brother, Bush 43, W. W left office under a tremendous cloud of unpopularity. As he left office, his approval rate was 34%. I mean, you know, Obama never got below 39. And Nixon was at 24, Carter was at 23, and a few weeks before he left office, Bush was at 25. And it was not primarily due to Iraq. It was primarily due to the fiscal crisis, the financial crisis, that exploded on Bush's watch. And a lot of people, I think justifiably, blame Bush for that. He's the guy that appointed the head of the Fed. He's the guy that appointed the Treasury Secretary. He's the guy that approved deregulation of a whole range of banking practices. He's the guy that let Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac go crazy, even though he tried to rein it in, but he never succeeded and probably could have done a lot more. He's the guy that approved a lot of the bubble finance and the go-go monetary policy that led to the bubble that exploded in 2007 and 2008. So when Jeb runs for president, one of his big problems is going to be to differentiate himself from George W. Bush, his brother. Not so much the father, but the brother. And not so much over Iraq, but over the fiscal crisis. It's really as if W is a shadow looming over Jeb's candidacy. And until he explains differently, we're entitled to ask the question, what would you do differently from what your brother did? You know that Hillary, like Obama, is going to love to run against Bush, the previous Bush, as they run against the current Bush. There was a joke going around in the middle of Obama's term that he was going to rename the San Andreas fault Bush's fault. But his entire presidency is based on the notion that this is all a legacy he was bequeathed by George W. Bush. And now Hillary's candidacy could be based on the same thing. So I was encouraged when Jeb Bush made the speech the other day saying that there were mistakes made in Iraq, and he listed a few of them. But look, after all, he does approve of going into Iraq, and probably many of us do. But the fiscal crisis is something quite different, and he needs to explain to us how he differs from his brother on that crucial issue. Thanks for watching.